I'm going to grab some of this netherrack that I went all that effort to get, and I'm going to set this off. I also need to find where I put my flint and steel, unless I already... there it is. So what I'm going to do with that is finish off our what do you call it? Our lighthouse, and I'll show you what my idea was. Let me just set this up. You can see my new skin now. It's a Viking, and I'm quite pleased with it. I'm going to throw some armour on as well. I think this is too bright though. It doesn't really look Vikingish, so maybe I'll change that. Actually, maybe I'll customise this a tiny bit. But what do I need to do? I need to throw this in here. Don't need ladders right now. Don't need a shovel. I'll need a pickaxe. Don't need sand, which can be put in here. I think they're that loud because I turned my volume up. That's probably why. And the music should be down as well. And I changed this a little bit, mostly so I could have more things going at once, and I'm using logs at the moment just because I can't be bothered getting out to find more coal because I don't need it right now. Grab some more pickaxes just in case. Got my flint, that's all I really need. I'll show you what I was going to do now with the... actually, is there any glass? I don't think I have enough. So I will use some sand to get more. I'll actually just leave that. And the beauty of this is, if I really wanted to, you know, I could split these guys up and put them into different furnaces, and these actually provide a good, decent light source as well. They're not, the glass isn't too important right now because of how this stuff works, but also over there's a hole in the ground you can kind of see. That's going to be part of a mob trap, but I'm going to move it further down because there's too much light here for mobs to spawn, and they're too close to me. So probably just after I set up the lighthouse guy, then I'll go over and start working on my mob trap, which I have a rough idea of how to make. I've never actually made one before, so it'll be interesting and we'll figure it out together. I've got a rough idea how it works though, and I'm familiar with the concept of mob traps, just never put it to practical use. So the other thing I want to quickly mention, since we're near the beginning of the episode, is that my texture pack has been posted in the description. So if you're wondering what it is, then just check the description and you'll see it's actually called Xeno Contendi, which is a kind of weird name for a texture pack. I'm not entirely sure what it means, but nonetheless. So this is the idea I had for my lighthouse. If you didn't know, netherrack, which is this material I've got here from the nether, burns infinitely. So where maybe if I was using lava it would be dangerous, and if I was using wood it would eventually run out. This actually lasts forever, and I don't have cobblestone to build a little protective layer, but hopefully this will be fine. I just get this up here. I didn't want that to be that high. And then hopefully with this I can do that. What was that gonna... Let me build a little staircase first. I hope I was right in saying that this stuff burns forever. Maybe it's just the top. Let's see if this runs out. It looks like that's staying. So I'll do this and hope I don't burn myself. I thought the sides would have burned as well, maybe not. Well, actually what I could do is just stick a couple of blocks like this. Because the idea is that these would burn forever, and then just destroy this. Oh snap. Thank God that didn't set me on fire. And put this down. And where's that glass I had? It looks like this has worked somewhat, but I don't know how well it's actually going to work, as in, oops, again. This is what I meant by a protective layer. I'm probably never going to come up here, to be honest, but what I will do is stack this guy up a bit higher. And light it on fire, and I'm going to have to jump. Oh no, it's okay, it'll be fine. And there we go. That should be fine. Or maybe I could do this. Have a little, you know, whatever. I don't really know. Oh. I think that's... Wait, that makes no sense. That's not lined up. It should be that. I think that'll do for now. Don't want to spend too much time doing this. I just want to get it done so I can check it out. And I'm actually going to expand upwards so that there's another room above this, so it will be able to, or maybe I'll just add rooms in here. I don't know. So let's get a bit of distance and check out what it's like. Maybe I'll do some, I don't really know yet, some combination of fire and lava, but I thought the fire moves, so from a distance maybe you'll be able to catch the animation, and it'll be an easier, you know, easier thing to spot. But I think that looks pretty cool. I actually think it would be even cooler if the whole lighthouse was made of netherrack, and it would be like some big weird netherrack hell world temple. I don't really know, but we'll work that out in the future. I also want to go and attempt this mob trap, or at least lay the plans for it. So let me just grab some materials. Stone. May need some stone. I don't think so. Just of the picture that I have in my head of this mob trap, don't really think it requires much cobblestone because it's mostly digging. So what I will need, however, is my diamond pick to get the job done quicker, and I'll keep a couple of these spare just in case. Some shovels. I don't know why I have wooden shovels, but in fact I'm not even going to bother. I will just make some new shovels out of stone. Just throw that in here for now. I don't need this. I've got more netherrack. And let me just... So the idea here is that the mobs will fall down, and this is at such a height that if they fell down there they would die when they hit the bottom. So, but what I need to do is get rid of this because it's in the way slightly, and then sorry about that tiny little cut there. So anyway, as the idea is that I'll have a flow of water going towards this hole, and I was supposed to make some shovels. Just get a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be fine. Yeah, as I was saying, the idea behind this, what I'll do actually is, well, that moon just appeared out of nowhere. I'll just go to sleep and get the day back because I don't want to work while mobs are walking around. I want to get this done. I don't want to use the bed too much because I think it's a really cool idea they've added. I'm glad they did, but I think it's kind of cheap sometimes if you're just going to skip every single night. So I'll try only use it in times where it's relevant. For example, like right there where I thought it'd be better if I just skipped the night, because the whole point of this is to collect mobs, and if I'm trying to build this while working against them, it's not going to be very useful. Yeah, so as I was saying, oh, the idea behind this, I'm going to have to knock this tree down and this one as well, because I'm going to build it up into this whole area, because this is big flat area, and there's going to be cut like troughs basically, which is just two block deep troughs or lanes that have water in it, and then when the mob walks over, you know, the mob will fall in and it'll be stuck in the water and it will flow down into the hole that's down there. And I actually need to fill in this guy because it's not, and then I'm actually going to have to fill this and then redig it in the specific way that I need it. So what I'll do is I'll just get on with this, and I'll get back to you when I'm done. Alright, okay. Alright, just to show you how this works is, Jesus, will you move out of the way? So we have this flow of water here, and obviously you can see it stops, and we can't keep this flowing forever. So what you do is you place some of these signs like this, and I actually need to go and get some more. I made an infinite pool here as well. Hopefully it should have been, yeah. So with that, we just do this. So if we place one there, get another one, and place one here, you can see if I flow down here, and then like mobs will get stuck here, and they either try and fight back, but they can't ever get up here, or they will just float down here, and obviously I'll fill that in. And it goes the same here. Just two signs, one at each side. And that should, that should do what you want it to do. I'll just get the water from here. And it's a good way to get the water flowing. And I'm sure it should work when I get to this corner over here, which you'd think would be a bit of a, oops. Come on. Let me just get another bucket of water. And then two more signs. And this isn't the only trough there's going to be. What I'm going to do is, from this big line, I'm going to expand it out here, so you'll hopefully you'll see it working right. And from that hole there down at the bottom, I can actually access it from my mine. So we'll check that out.